Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 12. So Module 12 is the last module for the comparison essay. This is where you will turn in the final draft. So the past two modules, you've been gathering feedback on your rough draft. So you submitted a version of your rough draft to me, and hopefully by this point, by the time you're watching this video, you will have feedback from me. You have done a self-edit. In the last module, you submit it to your peers, so hopefully you will have comments from your peers as well. You should have two peer names showing up on the side. If for some reason you don't have any feedback at all from peers, let me know. I can kind of look over, that version of draft. You'll have feedback from me at some point as well, and it may be the same version of the essay, and then you don't necessarily need extra feedback, but hopefully your peers are on top of it and they will actually provide you with some ideas as well. And then you also should have done the online writing lab submission as well. Now, if you miss the deadline for either of those, a peer edit, obviously I have to do manually to assign you a peer edit, but the online writing lab you can still do this week if you need to. It's just the further you wait or the longer you wait, the less likely it is that they'll be able to get you good feedback in a timely manner. So just kind of keep that in mind, but you can still submit what they send back to you. As long as this assignment up here is still open, you can still submit what they send back to you. So you've got those four places then to look at, and then this is kind of a revising checklist I've given you just as reminders of what to look for. So and I've got links back to like the rough draft where you would see my feedback. Remember that to view feedback, you'll click on it, and then when you see the side, on the side here, it'll say submission details. Obviously, I didn't submit anything here, but submission details, and you'll click on that, and then it will bring up this page, and you'll see your file, and then view feedback. When you click on view feedback, that is where you see the comments that I leave you. They're like bubble comments on the side. Same thing for your peers, and that's how you will view your peer feedback as well. BrainFuse for the online writing lab, the BrainFuse link is right here. Now, if you use the task that was sent in your email, that's perfectly fine. I don't think you get an email as a response though. So you actually have to physically go and check the BrainFuse online tutoring link. When you click on that, it'll bring you to the home page, and next to the Writing Center submission spot, there will be a little notification if they've responded to you. So you either go there or up in your My Message Center. If you have any issues, you can always email me. If you use the task, then I can see what you submitted as well, and I can see if they responded. So occasionally I have a student who's like the file doesn't download or something, and so I can see that. If you didn't use the task, then I can't see what you submitted. I'm not a part of that. So you'll have to just email the online writing lab, see what's going on. You can contact them directly if you want to, or you can call down there. And so you'll just have to figure that out on your own. So just kind of keep in mind that you'll want to leave yourself time to do that. It's always students who wait until the last minute who run across all kinds of issues, and then we can't solve them because they have waited too long. So just keep that in mind. And then of course your peer edit, you should have those two peer. You'll access those the same way that you accessed instructor feedback. You'll look at the comments on the side. You should have hopefully two people who have responded. And then you should also be able to view the rubric for that one. So when you click on, the page, and then you'll go to the submission details, you'll be able to see your own essay with the feedback, and then there will be on the upper right, you'll see a little thing for the rubric. And so they may have left some feedback on the rubric itself, so you can kind of see what areas you need to work on the most. So that's what you'll be looking at this week. And then obviously submitting a final draft of the comparison essay. Because we went through all of this in order to create a final draft, it is expected that there will be significant changes between the rough draft and the final draft. So there should be a lot that you're working on this week. If you haven't done all of that, then you will only get half credit for the assignment, because that is the whole purpose of spending so many modules on revision. If you're not going to do it, then you haven't met that outcome for the class, and you're not going to get the grade that you need to pass the class. So make sure that you are paying attention and putting forth the effort into that. As usual, if you have any questions about your essay, any issues, any questions about my feedback, sometimes I leave comments and even I don't know what they mean when I go back and look at them. What does that mean? I don't know, but I can certainly help you out if you have any questions, if you have any issues, if you want more feedback, if you make a change and you're sure if that's the right change, just send me an email. Hopefully you are doing well, and thank you all for those of you who watched the Module 10 video and got your extra credit. Good job, and have a great week.